I just saw Jurassic World and oh my god, it is awesome! Here's my review. What's up everybody? I just got back from the movie theaters really literally like 10 minutes ago, and oh my god, right off the bat it's absolutely awesome. I really enjoyed it, and honestly I thought this was the best after the original. Great action, it was very heartfelt, absolutely fantastic. So this movie was directed by J.A. Bayona, written by Colin Trevorrow. And oh my god, how I wish this guy was involved in The Last Jedi, because this movie just had so much heart. It was mixed with the action. It was just crazy good. And also Spielberg worked as the executive producer, so it was a great team up, and I'm very happy. And obviously we also have Chris Pratt back on his role. He's pretty good. He was actually great. I love Chris Pratt. We have Bryce Dallas Howard back as well, and a little bit of a participation of Jeff Goldblum. Really awesome stuff. So this is so at the first half right now, I'm just gonna be talking spoiler free, and then I'll let you know when I get to the spoilers. So anyways, basically on the overall story, what they gotta do is there's a volcanic eruption on the island where the dinosaurs are, and obviously what they want to do is try to go there and rescue as many dinosaurs as they can, otherwise they will be vanished once more from the face of the earth. So and then that's actually the first act, and then after that there is a huge twist which I liked it a lot. However, I won't be discussing that on this half because I won't be talking the spoilers right now. But anyways, let's jump on the very good things, the stuff that I really loved. The first act of this movie takes place in the island, and oh my god, it was so strong. It ended very strong, and that's where I felt that same thing that I felt when I first watched Jurassic Park. It was the heart is there, the action is there, the emotions are there, and I was blown away. It was way better than I expected, and I'm very surprised on the Rotten Tomatoes critic score, because I actually thought that this is great, and I hope that the audience goes there and just give this a 98 up to 100, because I'm pretty sure at least the crowd that was in the theater with me, they enjoyed it quite a lot. So let's talk about the good points. So Chris Pratt was really awesome. He has very nice and comedic parts, as well as great action hero right there. So loved his performance. Bryce Dallas was also pretty great. I loved her. I liked her a lot in the first film, and I think they have very good chemistry, and that's back. So we're happy with that. Another thing that was great was the action. The action was incredible, breathtaking for a lot of times. I was super entertained, and that's one of the best things when you go watch a movie, especially like a big blockbuster like that. You want to get out of that and you want to just go, wow, that movie was really awesome. So also the cinematography, it was beautiful. The composition of the shots, the lighting, the visual effects, it was just so beautiful. And it's so great to see nowadays with all this technology how advanced it is, and the dinosaurs, they just look so real. Obviously there's a little bit of practical effects along with visual effects, and it was just nicely done. Great job. The story was also pretty great. It completely made sense. And again, it was just so much better than the last one, because the last one was kind of a rip-off of the original. They just made a scarier dinosaur again on a park. But on this one, there is a completely different motivation going on. So pretty great. I really enjoyed the story. And I also thought it was different, which is what I really wanted to see. Pretty great. And the other thing that was really awesome as well is that you can actually see the dinosaurs as animals. we don't really see them as the bad guy or the good guy, but we just mainly see them as wild animals, just like you would see a lion, you know. And sometimes it was truly heartfelt, you know. It was just, wow, really great, guys. The cast overall was pretty great, you know. I really think that the villain did a great job, you know. You could say that there's 2 to 3, there's a bunch of villains, but there's one main face of the villain, and I really enjoyed the way that the villain played out in the story. You know, it was very believable. It's very similar to what I would say would happen nowadays. So yes, pretty much enjoyed the villain very well. And I had that thing, like, you know, I really hated the guy, and I know that when I'm really like, oh, I really hate this guy, I know that the actor is doing a good job. The other thing that was very strong in this film was the edit, you know, great pacing. It was just beautiful, absolutely incredible. You know, the Bayona beautifully directed this movie, you know, and I could totally feel a lot of Spielberg in it as well, because again, it really reminded me a lot of the original. So anyways, guys, this is the end of my spoiler-free review. From now on, I will be talking spoilers, but I just would like to say, if you're going to stop the video right now, you should definitely check this movie out. You know, it was action-packed. I jumped, I laughed, I cried. It was really, really great, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the audiences are gonna love this film. So anyways, let's talk about spoilers. So you were warned. If you don't want to know anything about it, stop this video and just come back later and let's talk about it. One of the best things that I like about this film is that, first of all, there's this motivation at the very beginning that they need to rescue the dinosaurs. And it's really cool because Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas' character, they have a pure motivation. Now, they're really going there because they care about these animals. However, the person that was behind it all did not have the same thing in mind. In fact, they just wanted these animals to be saved so they could make a profit out of it. And that, I thought, it was the great twist. You know, I made me really mad. You know, I really sympathized with Chris Pratt and you know, with Bryce as well. I thought that I felt like I was in their skin. And the first act, it's pretty much them going to the island and trying to rescue as many dinosaurs they can. However, when they're in the middle of doing all of this, and basically they needed to bring Chris Pratt there because they really needed Blue back, you know. However, Blue is a very smart dinosaur, and they knew that Chris Pratt was the only one that could get to her. So that's the main reason why they brought him over there. So towards the end of the first act, which is in the island, obviously everything is interrupted with the volcanic eruption, and it was, oh my God. And then at the same time that they are trying to escape and take the dinosaurs, you have Chris Pratt, Howard, and this other geeky kid that was absolutely hilarious as well, that got stuck with them, trying to run on the other side of the island, trying to escape. And they were, it was so, the action was just so on point. But at the very end of that scene, you know, there was a heartbreaking moment, which is this beautiful shot, beautiful scene where you see this this magnificent dinosaur walking towards the ship, and you also have, you know, and the island is on fire, and you just see this dinosaur kind of disappearing in the smoke. And listen, just talking about it gives me goosebumps. And you see that Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, they're staring at that scene because they can't really do anything, and the ship is just leaving. And wow, my eyes felt with tears at that moment, you know, because obviously there's only a certain amount that they could save. But again, in between this whole mess of trying to save the dinosaurs, they also find out that they were really not safe at all, because what they wanted to do is to kind of sell these dinosaurs. The first original idea was to bring them all to a sanctuary, but that turned out not to be true. So yes, that scene was absolutely fantastic. The other character that I really loved in this film, there was a little girl. and I think she was really great, you know. And there was at first I thought that was gonna be like a subplot, but it went so well with the beginning of the story, you know. So you have this little girl that she loves dinosaurs, and she is living in the same house where this bad guy supposedly was trying to save the dinosaurs. But then this little girl discovers that there's a hidden lab in there, and that this man did not really want to save any dinosaur. All he wanted to do was sell them around the world and make a profit. So I think that little girl, it was great casting, you know. She was really fantastic acting right there. Now, the other part that I really enjoyed, you know, is when Chris Pratt and Howard get back to this house, this location where they have this secret lab and where they want to try to keep all the dinosaurs. They also see that there is a kind of an auction going on with the dinosaurs, right? All these rich people are there trying to buy you know, these dinosaurs. And it's kind of really sad because, you know, you really see these dinosaurs as animals, being these beautiful animals inside cages. And it's just so sad that all they want to do is just make a weapon of these animals. So then there was an auction going on, and people are buying all these different dinosaurs, and obviously Chris Pratt finds a way to break in and kind of disrupt this auction. And that's where there's more and more action. So then we have this scientist, right? He recreated this kind of a new dinosaur again, just like he did on the last one, but this one it's a little more under their control. So this guy is back there, and again he escapes towards the end with more blood and more samples of other dinosaurs. So obviously this is all to keep the franchise going. And I really love how Chris Pratt really destroyed the auction, you know, by bringing this other cute dinosaur that is over there just, you know, kicking everyone. That scene was really, really fun. I really love the role of Blue. You know, they really explored the relationship that Chris Pratt have with Blue, you know, since the last film, because he knew her since she was little. So that was really, really great, you know. And then obviously I love that there's a payoff towards the end. You know, you get to the bad guy just get eaten by the T-Rex, and I was like, yeah, the whole theater was excited and clapping, and I was myself too, because, you know, it's really annoying to see these people exploring these animals. But long story short, at first they thought, Chris Pratt's character and Howard, their intention was to bring the dinosaurs that they saved to the sanctuary. However, they were brought to this mansion of this bad guy, you know, and from there all the dinosaurs kind of escaped. So the very interesting thing that will be leading to the next film is that now there is no such thing as an island. The dinosaurs are spread all over, you know, and obviously at the very end there's a shot of Blue looking over a city with a lot of people. So it's going to be very interesting how they're going to carry this forward, because now it's like the world is going to have to live with the dinosaur instead of having the dinosaurs in this separate island. So this is going to be very interesting. I like the way that Jeff Goldblum is brought back. You know, mainly what they're trying to do at the very beginning, they were trying to legally have the government be involved in saving the dinosaurs. However, the government just say they should die, you know, and we should not be involved with it, because it was just kind of nature. You know, they died once, and it's just kind of like the natural course of nature. And that's pretty much what Jeff Goldblum is trying to say when he's appealing to the government, for instance. He's just saying, we've done a mistake when we recreated these animals. If we are not careful, we are going to die, and they're the ones that are going to stay. So I thought that was a very interesting and compelling argument, because if you think about it, it is incredible to think of the idea of dinosaurs. However, humans living with dinosaurs it's definitely not something that would go well, you know, especially if you have very ferocious and scary dinosaurs such as the T-Rex. So I really enjoyed the story. You know, I thought that, you know, without going to details on everything, I just think that this one was very compelling. It completely made sense. The action was absolutely great. So I definitely recommend this film. I think you definitely should check it out, you know, and let me know in the comments below what you think about this movie. Are you excited to see this? I would love to hear your thoughts. So anyways, this is the end of my review. Those are my thoughts on this awesome film. I hope you enjoy it as well. Don't forget to leave the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.